So remember when I said that the medical center is a place that we hope to never have to visit? Well, I had to visit it this morning. On New Year's Eve, first thing in the morning, I had a little patch of diarrhea. I'm not going to downplay it. It was a big spurt of diarrhea. And I guess spurt would be the operative word. So it kind of came and went on New Year's Eve. I was still able to stay up and go to the party. I ate dinner, the whole 9 yards. But then on the first, every 4 or 5 hours or so, I would have to go to the restroom. And it was a very watery diarrhea. It kept up all through the last 24 hours. About every 4 or so hours, even at night, I would have to go. So this morning after breakfast, I went down to the boutique to see whether they had anything like Imodium AD or Pepto-Bismol. And the clerk at the boutique said, "What is that?" So I told her, it's for diarrhea. She says, "No, we don't have it here, but you're the second person who asked for that this morning." So then I decided, okay, maybe I'm going to go down to the medical center. The medical center opened up at 9:30, and as soon as I told the nurse that I had diarrhea, he asked, "Is it just soft or is it watery?" And I said, "Watery." And he said, "Please have a seat. We're going to talk to the doctor." Doctor came in about 10 minutes later, and he explained to me about the Norovirus that's common on cruise ships. And he gave me some advice about taking care of it today. So they put me on a couple of different things. One is a capsule called loperamide hydrochloride. And I took 2 while I was in the office. And if I have any other bouts today, I would take 1 with the bout. And also a Gatorade-like powder that I'm going to mix with water to restore all of the electrolytes and salts I may have lost during my bouts of diarrhea. So I have 1 that I'm going to be sipping today, during the day, and then later on I'll sip another one. I am confined to the room for the rest of the day, and I also have to eat a modified diet. Mostly bananas, plain or grilled chicken or fish, carrots, plain rice or plain baked potato, and that's pretty much all that's on the list of what I can eat today. They said everything should clear up within about 12 hours. The nurse is going to check on me at 7 p.m. tonight, and then again at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, and if all looks good, we can make it to our excursion at 8:30 tomorrow morning. We have a private car booked, and we paid quite a bit of money for it, so I'm hoping we won't lose our money. So I guess today is going to be a very relaxing day in the cabin. Janetta is free to go about as she pleases, but she decided not to go up and play bocce ball. She's going to wait a little while, have a little lunch with me, take a bath, and then she'll probably take a nap, which I will too. Today was a sea day anyway, so, no harm, no foul. We'll see how I feel tomorrow, but hopefully I'll be able to head out to our excursion into Lima. So that's what it is like getting sick on a cruise ship. Good morning. Today we are in our last port, Callao, Peru. Callao, Peru is just outside of Lima, so today we'll be taking a private car and guide to show us the sights of Lima for a few hours. As I said, this is our final port, but we will be staying overnight and we won't disembark the ship till tomorrow morning. We started out our tour at Casa de Aliaga, which is a colonial-style building located in the historic center of Lima. The building dates back to 1536, at the beginning of the founding of the city, and belonged to Conquistador Geronimo de Aliaga. The building was destroyed in the 1746 earthquake, but was rebuilt in the 19th century. The building has been inhabited by the same family for almost 500 years, and the current owner is Gonzalo Jorge de Aliaga Ascenso VIII, the Count of San Juan de Lurigancho. We even got to meet and take a picture with the current owner. After leaving the casa, we walked down the street to a church, which supposedly holds the bones of the conquistador and explorer Francisco Pizarro. While walking through Lima, we stopped to buy a little sandwich shop and picked up a pork and sweet potato sandwich. Man, that was good. To finish off our tour, we stopped by the Melosón de Miraflores, which is a seaside park that runs along the upper edge of the cliffs of the Costa Verde that belongs to the district of Miraflores. Back on the ship, we went to the final show called Limelight. So tonight we went to the Limelight Show at 6:30. The ship's singers and dancers performed a bunch of different hits from musicals, and it was very good. Surprisingly so. The singers were very good. The dancers were as good as I could expect them to be for dancers, but everything was pretty good. Then we went on to Atlantide for dinner. Jeanette and I split the mushroom risotto as an appetizer. She had a veal chop and I had a prime rib for our main courses. My only complaint is that my ribeye steak was probably about 1/4 to a 1/2 inch thick, and I typically like my steaks to be at least 1 inch thick. Jeanette's veal chop, however, was very thick and it was very good. Good morning. We are still in Lima, Peru, which is just outside of Lima. This is our disembarkation point, and we have a private car scheduled to pick us up at 9, and we will go to the airport for our flight at 1. Last night, they had us pack up our bags and set them outside our room, and they will be available to us at the pier. This morning, we're going to go to Atlantide for breakfast at 8 o'clock. So we're just going to trundle all of our carry-on luggage down with us and just set it beside our table. For a quick review of Silverseas, because we may be doing a longer review in the future, here is my take. Ship, very nice, very modern, not too overly glitzy, understated, so that's good. The cabin, great, except for the door, on the lack of a door on the closet. Hearing the clack, clack, clack of those wooden hangers at night really disturbed me, so I had to sleep with earplugs in. Service. All of the service was excellent, especially our butler, Joy Beck. And Jeanette and I can agree that he was the best butler that we've had on a ship. But where Silverseas fell short was in the food. Very hit or miss. We found that Kaseki and La Dame was definitely not worth the upcharge. However, the Salt Lab chef's table was very good, and it was worth the price. In terms of the regular restaurants, Atlantide was consistently good, but nothing special. Kaiseki was good for lunch, and the Salt Kitchen was good one night and bad the other night. So inconsistency is the problem. Another bright spot, other than the chef's table, was Spaccanopoli. Very, very good pizza. So are we likely to travel on Silverseas again? Not really. Not unless they want to offer us a free trip, which I doubt. So that's our quick review. We'll be talking more about this later. But right now, we're heading off to breakfast and for our flight home. We don't have anything planned for the next few months in 2025. We might take a couple of short RV trips, but sometime in May, we're going to set off for our next adventure, which is an RV trip all the way to Alaska and back. So we'll see you in the next video.